Serbia's recent Unity Day military parade in Belgrade was not just a ceremonial show of patriotism but a carefully choreographed display of technological ambition, strategic signaling, and political messaging. For the first time in its modern history, the Serbian armed forces laid out nearly the entire range of their arsenal, blending homegrown innovations with foreign acquisitions that caught many observers off guard. While some of the equipment looked unusual, even improvised, the deeper reality is that Serbia is trying to establish a credible defense profile that balances its limited industrial capacity with selective imports from powerful partners abroad. One of the most curious aspects of the parade was the presentation of Serbia's legacy armored platforms that have been reimagined for today's battlefield. A prime example is the BOV-1, also known as the Polo M83. At first glance, this 9-ton vehicle with modest protection appears outdated, given its roots in Cold War-era designs. Yet Serbia has retrofitted it with the 2T5 anti-tank missile system, a heavily modernized version of the Soviet Malietka. What makes this upgrade notable is not only the missile itself but the addition of the Osica loitering munition, a lightweight kamikaze drone capable of striking targets up to 20 kilometers away. By pairing guided missiles with loitering drones, the Polo M83 has been transformed from a relic into a non-line-of-sight anti-tank asset, illustrating how Serbia is creatively stretching the value of older platforms. The willingness to combine inexpensive vehicles with advanced strike systems was also evident in the Stršljen, or Hornet, a light pickup-based launcher carrying loitering munitions with a range of 50 kilometers and a warhead weight of 5 kilograms. On the surface, this system looks like an improvised technical more commonly seen in irregular conflicts, but its specifications suggest otherwise. With endurance of up to an hour and the ability to deploy multiple drones simultaneously, the Hornet represents a pragmatic approach to enhancing strike capabilities without investing in heavy, costly platforms. For a country with limited resources but an active defense industry, this kind of adaptation demonstrates a willingness to innovate outside traditional templates. If these lighter systems emphasized improvisation, the HARPAS platform represented a more conventional effort to modernize air defense. Mounted with twin 40mm Bofors cannons and paired with domestically developed RLN series missiles, HARPAS reflects Serbia's ambition to counter aerial threats, particularly drones, which have proven decisive in recent conflicts worldwide. The inclusion of the Israeli-designed Rada RPS-42 radar system, an active electronically scanned array well-suited for drone detection, was particularly striking. This system allows HARPAS to track small, low-flying targets that older radar technologies might miss. By integrating its own missiles with proven radar and artillery systems, Serbia has created a layered short-range defense solution that suggests careful study of modern battlefield dynamics. A companion to HARPAS, the PASARS system, underscored this point even further. Built on similar concepts, it combines the Bofors gun with French Mistral 3 missiles, showing that Serbia is not confined to one supplier or one doctrine. Instead, it appears willing to source critical technologies from multiple partners and integrate them into hybrid solutions. For a nation outside NATO but aspiring to maintain influence in the Balkans, this flexibility may be as important as the weapons themselves, sending a message that Serbia can operate with autonomy in its procurement choices. Perhaps the most dramatic moment of the parade was the revelation that Serbia has acquired the Israeli PULS multiple launch rocket system. Until recently, rumors of such a deal circulated only in defense circles, but the camouflage-clad vehicles finally confirmed their presence. Even more significant was the revelation that the systems came with Predator Hawk missiles, which boast a 300-kilometer range. This gives Serbia a precision strike capability far beyond its borders, altering the strategic equation in the region. The acquisition also included Hermes 900 unmanned aerial vehicles, long-endurance drones capable of remaining airborne for 36 hours. These UAVs are among Israel's most advanced reconnaissance platforms, underscoring how seriously Belgrade is taking the integration of intelligence, surveillance, and long-range precision strike. While the Israeli purchases suggest a strong new defense relationship with Tel Aviv, the parade also revealed the continued influence of Russia in Serbia's military posture. Displayed openly for the first time were advanced Russian electronic warfare systems, including the Krasukha 2, Krasukha 4, and Moskva 1. These assets are designed to disrupt radar, communications, and drone operations, providing a powerful countermeasure to technologically advanced adversaries. The fact that Serbia acquired such systems, even as the exact timing and scale of the purchase remain undisclosed, demonstrates Belgrade's determination to hedge its bets between different suppliers. It also signals that despite international tensions, Serbia retains access to sensitive Russian defense technology. Taken together, the parade highlighted Serbia's eclectic procurement strategy. Rather than aligning itself exclusively with one bloc or supplier, Belgrade is pursuing a diverse toolkit that allows it to punch above its weight militarily. The reliance on homegrown systems like the Osica drone or RLN missiles reflects a continued commitment to domestic defense production, which provides both strategic independence and economic benefits. At the same time, the acquisitions from Israel and Russia reveal a willingness to invest in advanced technologies that local industry cannot yet provide. This hybrid approach may not produce a force as streamlined or interoperable as those of larger powers, but it maximizes Serbia's options and complicates the calculations of potential adversaries. The symbolism of the parade should not be overlooked either. By unveiling both indigenous creations and high-profile foreign systems, Serbia projected an image of resilience and adaptability. For domestic audiences, the message was one of pride in national innovation and strength. For international observers, it was a reminder that Serbia remains a regional actor with ambitions that extend beyond its immediate borders. The inclusion of long-range missile systems and advanced drones in particular sends a message to neighbors and global partners alike that Serbia is modernizing in ways that could affect the balance of power in southeastern Europe. Ultimately, the Belgrade parade was more than a military spectacle, it was a statement of intent. Serbia is striving to modernize its forces in a way that reflects both its constraints and its ambitions. By blending the old with the new, the local with the foreign, and the conventional with the improvised, it is carving out a defense identity that is uniquely its own. Critics may dismiss some of the systems as makeshift or unpolished, but behind the unconventional appearances lies a strategy rooted in pragmatism and adaptability. In an era where drones, electronic warfare, and precision strike define the battlefield, Serbia has made it clear that it intends to keep pace, even if it must take an unconventional path to get there.